What's up, guys? So listen, everybody shows you how it looks once they made it in their lives, once they've gotten to that success level that they've been trying to reach for an extended period of time. You only get to see what happens after the fact. Okay, this channel, it has a purpose, and the purpose is for me to show you guys the behind the scenes, the process on how I'm getting to where I want to be. Okay, I don't just want to be a millionaire. I don't just want to be rich. Yes, the money is going to be great because it's going to give me the liberty to do what I want to do, but the process is what I want to document. I want to show you guys that there is a process to this. It's not an overnight thing. Sometimes there might be overnight things that could happen in someone's life, but in my life, I can tell you this has not been an overnight ordeal. Okay, this has been a grind since I was young. This is not a mindset that I just developed overnight. I have had the same mindset of wanting to be someone great, of wanting to get to a certain level of success since I was young. I've been the same way. And for those entrepreneurs out there that feel the same way, that you feel like, man, I know I'm supposed to be doing something else. I know that I'm supposed to get further in my life. I know that there's something out there that I'm supposed to be changing or doing better than anyone else. All right, I know that you guys exist. I know it, and I know that that is how I feel right now. Okay, so my name is Mori Diaz. For those of you guys that don't know me, I grew up in a very humble lifestyle, very humble life. When I was in my teenage years, I really thought I was invincible and everything like that, and I ended up having a bad accident at a warehouse that I was working at, and I ended up, messing up my hand. Okay, so I have really big hands, long fingers, luckily. But if you see this here, I had a very humbling situation happen to me. All right, my fingers, I lost part of my fingers. I was a baseball player. I played baseball pretty much growing up all my life. I'm from the Dominican Republic. If it wasn't baseball, we were playing in the little hallways in DR, playing with a broomstick and a little ball and just hitting it around. Baseball was my life. Okay, I played baseball my entire life. That is all I lived. I played 2-4 games a day. I would play with the adult rec leagues and the Dominican leagues here in Georgia. And then I will go and play for the high school. I made varsity my freshman year. I was all about baseball. All right. Baseball was my first big dream. Okay. That was my first very big dream. But aside from that, everything that I ever wanted to do was something big. Any of this, don't take this in any wrong way at all. Please understand that I respect every single profession out there and everything like that, okay? So don't think I'm downgrading anyone for being in any position that they're in right now, okay? But me, myself, I always wanted to do something big, great, because I only live one time, and I knew that since I was very, very young, that I will only live one time. I remember being in Dominican Republic and looking up at the airplanes. I didn't have any papers, okay? So I didn't have a way to just, oh, Mom, can we take a trip and go on an airplane? No. At that age, when I was looking up at the airplanes, there was no say that I would ever be in an airplane. Ever. I could have been stuck. Luckily, I was given the opportunity where I was able to come to the United States. And I know some people don't like hearing this, but I literally wanted to live the American dream, and I've been working at it my entire life. So baseball was my first ever big dream. That's what I really pursued, and I gave it my all. One thing that you'll notice in the pattern of the things that I'm going to talk to you about is that I gave it my all in every single thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about. And obviously, I don't want to make this video extremely long. I want you guys to be able to digest everything that I'm talking to you about. But I want to just share my experience with y'all. I want to share it with you guys because I feel like there's someone out there that I'm going to touch. There's someone out there that I'm going to wake up and be able to give them that vision that they're probably missing, or give them that hope. Because, guys, I tell you, this stuff is draining. Pursuing your dreams is very, very draining. It's a very tasking thing to do. You get very discouraged in a lot of times, but you have to find a way to pick yourself up. If you cannot do that, this is going to be a nightmare for you. And I can tell you firsthand, I've been discouraged so many times. It doesn't make me a less of a person. It doesn't mean that you're not a good entrepreneur. It doesn't mean that you're not going to make your dreams come true. You're going to fail so many times. You're going to fail so many times. It's not even funny how many times you're going to fail. But guess what? You have to get back up and keep going. All right? And that is exactly what happened to me with my baseball career. My baseball career, I was a right-handed pitcher. I was throwing a fairly good speed for my age. I was playing really good baseball. I would say in the best shape of my life. I was ready to go to the Dominican Republic and join one of the farm teams so I can try and make it to the eyeballs of the scouts and actually get on a major league team or a minor league team so that I can build my way up. All right, this is me at 16, 17, 18 years old. That was what I was doing at that time. So I had my accident with my hand, and all of that went down the drain. Okay, obviously I made some stupid decisions on falling in love with this girl in my country, and I messed up a little bit of my chances that I had in baseball as far as going to the academy. But everything was completely ripped out of my grasp when I had my accident with my hand. Okay, so keep that in mind. This right here, with how my mindset was at that time, where I was extremely volatile, guys. When I tell you I dealt with so much depression that it's not even funny. Okay, I was a very depressive kid growing up. Okay, I was one of those people that will keep emotions in. Okay, I will keep my emotions in. I would not share my emotions. I wouldn't cry. I still to this day don't know how to really cry. Like, it has to be something very, very, very bad for me to cry. Okay, and sometimes I just can't help it. Sometimes it's happened like one or twice in the last 10 years where I just cry. I hear a sad song and I cry. But besides that, guys, I bubble everything inside, and I had a big issue with that. So when this happened with my hand, I am very surprised that I didn't go into a suicidal state and I just ended myself. Really, I got to that point where I don't know how that didn't happen. But guess what? I kept going, okay? I kept going, pursuing different things that I could possibly do with my life. All right? So when this happened with my hand, I started working normal jobs. I was working construction, not an actual construction. I was just driving for the crew. So I was driving for the crew, taking them to their job sites. Did that for a little bit. Then I started cleaning. I was cleaning the World Congress Center down in downtown Atlanta. It's about 3 million square feet. I had a backpack on, a vacuum backpack, and I still have pictures. I'll probably put one up on this video. You know, I was cleaning toilets from 10 at night to 8 in the morning, just vacuuming, cleaning, everything all night for about 6 months. And then I started a new gig where I was driving for an orthodontics office. So I was jumping around. You know, I was trying to give myself time to recuperate, learn something else, do something else, you know, and I was able to get through it. I was about a year out of things. I couldn't do anything because my hands were wrapped up. I did get a bit of this finger as well on this hand. I don't know if you can see it, but both of my hands were wrapped up. I couldn't touch or grab anything. Therapy was extremely painful. Guys, I'm telling you, this journey has been crazy. All right, and obviously I can't make this entire video about everything in my life. I'm just trying to give you a briefing, because if not, I can go for days talking about this. So the key points I want you guys to get out of all this is that nothing is gonna be easy. This entire journey, this process of being successful, getting to be rich, getting to the millionaire status, getting to the billionaire status, getting to where you see the greats on TV, the great entrepreneurs, the business owners, all of that. None of that is going to be easy, because I can tell you firsthand, I've been working at it my entire life, and it is not easy. It is not easy at all. Okay, it's a process, it's a journey. You got to enjoy the process and the journey. All right, so apart from all the gigs and small jobs I was doing on the side, and you know, growing up as a teen, you know, there was something else I wanted to give a try, and that was to join the military. I wanted to join the military so bad. All I wanted was infantry. All I wanted to do was join an infantry team, and that's it. This was probably the only career that I would have joined and just done that for about 20 years. I am very grateful that I did not get in, because that would have ended, you know, a big portion of my life as far as trying to be an entrepreneur and getting to where I wanted to be. Okay, so the reason that didn't happen is I didn't get clearance from MEPS, which is the medical clearance that they give you once you pass the ASVAB to get your boot camp date and all that, so that you can go and actually do the academy. So I wasn't given clearance, and I was not able to join the academy for the Marines. All right, so this happened to me, and you know, I took it as a big blow, because I had it set in my mind that I wanted to be in the military. I wanted to go do something great, do something big. Again, I wasn't going to be a millionaire being in the military, but I was going to be part of something major, something huge. I always had the mindset of being part of something big, and I still do. Like, I'm probably worse now than I was before, and I can tell you I love it. I love every minute of it, and it's crazy. My wife thinks I'm crazy. My girls, when they grow up, are probably going to think I'm crazy, because I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. And it's not because I'm ungrateful. I'm very grateful. I have a beautiful home. I have a beautiful wife. I have 2 beautiful daughters. You know, we have nice cars. And, you know, I am not ungrateful. I am very grateful for everything that I have so far. And I'm sorry, I'm driving. I'm on my way home right now. I felt like really making this video because it's fresh in my head. I wanted to talk to you about it. So I didn't get into the Marines. All right. After that point, I was very let down, but I kept going. So I started applying to the next big thing that was sort of like the military. And I can tell you, this right here changed my life forever. My fingers changed my life. Yes, it did. And it made me a stronger person because I got through it. But what I did next really changed my life, and that was joining law enforcement. Okay, I applied to all the police departments in my area, about 4 or 5 applications. And for those of you that have done police applications, those background packets are no joke. They are no joke at all. All right, so I went through 2 of the processes pretty much all the way to the end. I did the state patrol here in Georgia. I passed everything, but since I was only 20 years old, there were more qualified people with degrees and stuff that were given an opportunity over me. So they were chosen. I made it to the very end, to the oral board interview in front of lieutenants and captains and all that stuff. I made it in front of them, but I wasn't chosen because I was only 20 years old. But one agency gave me a shot. One agency actually gave me a shot, and I joined their academy. Out of 500 applicants, only 30 of us were chosen. 30 of us were chosen out of 500 applicants. And we were told this when the first day that we had our meeting, our briefing. Out of 500 applicants, only 30 of us were chosen. That right there is just amazing on its own. Okay, I was given an opportunity at 20 years old out of 500 other applicants to join this police academy. The academy was 6.5 months. We did field training out on the road. By the time we were done with field training, there was probably about, I would say, 12 of us left out of the 30. 12 people out of the 30 within the first, I would say, 9 months of actually getting in the academy were gone. I mean, there was only 12 of us that graduated not graduated. 22 of us graduated, and only about 12 of us were left after the first year. So, and that number went down after that. So I was extremely grateful for the opportunity. I stuck to it. I believed in myself, got through the academy. That academy was tough. Every single instructor that I had was a prior Marine instructor. Think about it. I was about to join the Marines, trying to join the Marines, and it happens to be that every single instructor in my police academy was a Marine instructor. One of them was a drill sergeant. All right? And my class leader, our class leader in my academy, for the police academy, he was a firearms instructor for the Marines. So I got the taste of Marine life in a police academy. So that structure that I learned as a police officer, the amount of lives that I got to touch, the amount of lives that I got to save, I did have the privilege to save 2 individuals with CPR. That right there goes a long way. Nothing can ever replace that from those individuals that I touched, okay? I was able to save 2 lives. That is huge. Awesome, okay? I was able to meet successful people. I had access to behind the scenes things as an officer that most people don't get to see, all right? I got to go into the country clubs. I got to go into country clubs and get to see these lavish houses and multi-million-dollar homes. I got to see where athletes got to live. I got to go in the behind the scenes at movie sets. I used to go to movie sets. Most of the movies were filmed in my area. The Avengers, Mockingbird, all of these movies were filmed in my area. And I was able to go behind the scenes. I was able to meet cool people. And I was able to see that there's more to life than what I was living. All right? I did this for 8 years. I was in law enforcement for 8 years. I got to see a lot, okay? So I was 20 years old, graduated the academy 4 days before I turned 20, well, after I turned 21. Got extremely lucky, got the opportunity of my lifetime, and I ran with it, all right? This is the journey. This is the process that you guys have to see. This is not just an easy adventure. This doesn't happen overnight. All right, I've been working at this since I was at least 13, that I really comprehended that I was meant to do something bigger. I've been working at it since I was 13. I'm 30 right now. All right, so this is not an easy get rich scheme or anything like that. All right, and for those of you that stick around my channel and actually subscribe and everything, it's gonna mean the world to me, because you guys are going to know where I came from. All right, so if you guys want more of these videos, please subscribe to the channel. I have more parts to my story after the police academy. I'm gonna leave that for another video. This is already at almost 19 minutes long. I know I'm gonna lose most of you guys at like 10 minutes. Hopefully not. Hopefully you watch to the end. But if you want to watch more, if you want to see my journey, follow the process of what it takes to get to be a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, follow me, because I'm actually trying to do it. And sorry guys, I had to cut the video there. My wife was calling and she interrupted the video that I was recording. So anyways, guys, if you want to follow the journey, follow me. Just subscribe to the channel, like this video so that more entrepreneurs can see it. I will get more in depth in my story. I have more to share with you guys, and we're gonna do this together, okay? I'm gonna show you guys that getting there is not impossible, but it is far from easy. It is far from easy. Unless I won the lottery tonight or something, it's not easy, okay? And I do have some investments that can go very far. I do have some investments, and I might talk to you guys about them later on. But, you know, that can take off. But again, it's including a lot of risk. This is not an easy decision. This is not an easy path, okay? So just don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on what you're trying to do. If you know that you're meant to be someone big, if you know that you're meant to get somewhere different than just the norm, then just go for it. Don't stop. Don't short yourself, because you only live one time. Oh my God. I'm telling you that from experience. You only live one time. All right? And I learned that firsthand from my brother. And I'll share more stories about that later on another video. Until then, guys, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next video.